Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's MCKOOKIE. So the beta just went live, the early access beta. Basically, whoever pre-ordered the game, they already dropped $60 for the digital version of the game, can now play the beta, which means that it's super sweaty because you only have the most dedicated players playing it. However, I wanted to check it out, do a few matches, and give my early impressions of it, and basically my opinion on how it feels compared to the alpha, which for those of you who don't know, I was not a fan of at all. I thought the alpha was pretty garbage. It was probably the worst Call of Duty product I've ever played. So what I wanted to talk about real quick is how the beta feels in comparison and just in general. And right off the bat, I want to say that the field of view slider really helped this game a lot. And I hope all games going forward have a field of view slider. I think this is the first Call of Duty I've ever played that has a field of view slider, and it's awesome. I know Apex Legends had one for console, and I used to play at 100 on that one, and I have it set to 100 on this, and it just already the movement feels super smooth. And right off the bat, you could tell that under the hood there's been a lot of changes, a lot of subtle changes that have been made to the beta since the alpha that make the game feel quite a bit better. However, the game has some huge flaws that's really hard to overlook and make you appreciate those things. I'll talk about what I do like first so far that's been changed from the alpha. The guns sound a lot better. They don't sound like tic-tac guns anymore. They seem to have a little bit more boom, a little more heft, a little more personality when you shoot them and stuff. I didn't get to really check out anything because unlike the alpha, where everything was unlocked, the beta is basically like a more traditional Call of Duty beta, where you start off at level 1, you have to use a default class, and then when you get to level 4, you can actually do a creative class and all that stuff, which is cool because I guess for the people that are enjoying the beta, they can play and have some sort of progression going on. And it's nice, I guess working towards that stuff and having something to unlock. The only issue is whoever plays this more first is going to have an advantage because they have access to all the perks and stuff. But overall, it's cool. It's something different to do and so forth. So that's interesting that they did that. But I want to say gun animations look a little better. Nothing close to Modern Warfare level of good, but they do sound better. I feel like some machine guns are going to dominate this game from what I've seen. They have like as much range as the ARs, but they handle much better up close. Overall, the game plays mostly the same from the alpha, which is not great, especially because it's super sweaty. I'm actually probably going to let this sit on the shelf for a bit and then try it again this weekend when the general public gets their hands on it. But overall, I've played on all of the same maps only from the alpha. I haven't played on any of the larger maps that were converted into 6v6 maps, so I can't really judge on those. The only new map that I've played on is Cartel, which I like because it feels like it has good flow, at least better flow than the other maps. But the problem is, and this is my main problem for the game right now, since I actually tweaked a lot of other things that I complained about, is the graphics. The visibility is very low in this game. I have a very, very hard time seeing people in this game. I just got a brand new contacts prescription, so my vision is sharp as shit right now, and I cannot see anyone in this game. Everyone that's running around as like Woods or the guy with the green sock mask on his face, they just blend into walls. I can't see anybody. On Cartel, it's a huge issue. Like, everybody is the same color as the grass and the dirt outside, so everybody blends in. If you're running from the outside to fight somebody that's already camping in one of the houses, they literally blend in with the wallpaper of the map. I have never had a Call of Duty game where I'm running around and it's like there's a guy right in front of me and I just don't see them. It's kind of insane. Like, I'm convinced, and I brought this up in the video that I did where I reviewed the alpha, where I think enemies at this point, they need like some gamma outline around their hitbox, exactly like Overwatch has, so that you can distinguish enemies more clearly. Because as of right now, visibility is the worst part about this game. It's very, very hard to see people. And I've asked a lot of friends about their opinion on it, and they have the same problem, especially on the new Cartel map. They've said that it's really hard to see people, so I hope that gets changed soon. My early impressions right now is that while they have changed a lot from the alpha and it definitely feels smoother, the core gameplay feels the same. I really don't like the killstreak system. It feels really stupid. The fact that you can get like a spy plane 2 or 3 times before you get a chopper gunner just feels awkward. Killstreaks still have cooldowns for whatever reason, and it just feels clunky. And I really don't like how they don't let us pick team deathmatch, kill confirmed, or domination. Most of my games that I had to play are kill confirmed, and I hate it. I feel like in the newer Call of Duty's kill confirmed doesn't play very well because the spawns are terrible. The spawns are so bad. It's just people just like you become a tactical insertion when you're on a kill streak for the enemy team, and it just doesn't play well. I just want to play domination because I feel like it's easier to judge how a game is going to play that way when you are able to play a mode that you would actually play if you were to buy the full game. So it being random definitely hurts the game. I have a hard time seeing people, like I said, like right here, you're going to see me walk into this room and there's going to be a guy prone on the floor and I can't even see him. Like, there's so many things going on, like, visually in this game that they could have done better to help you see people. But overall, I don't know. Like, I appreciate them adding a ton more content to the beta. Like, so far, there's like a gas mine, there's a stim shot. There's a lot more stuff that they added as far as like equipment goes that wasn't in the alpha, so that's cool. I can't speak on the balance of any of it because I barely played. Stim shot is back. Basically, a lot of the Call of Duty stuff is back. The gameplay feels less campy than Modern Warfare, which is good. Like, it doesn't take forever to get more than 5 kills like it does in Modern Warfare. But people are still camping. There's still power positions. There's still some really nasty head glitch angles. It feels like it's really hard to get double kills in this game sometimes because as soon as you kill a guy, you have to reload and his friend is around the corner or he's like invisible on a wall that you can't really see. Skill-based matchmaking is still a huge issue that's going to be up in the air this weekend. I'm giving it a pass right now, like I said, because the only people that are, for the most part, able to access the beta are people that already committed and spent $60 on the game digitally. So that's not really fair. Like, it's going to be sweaty. You have to expect it to be sweaty going in, and it is super sweaty. Like, everybody's jump shotting me, sliding. The sliding is still really stupid. I don't know. Like, you could still slide cancel just fine. In fact, you can cover more distance slide canceling than you could in Modern Warfare. You slide insanely far. Would have been nice to see them rotate some new guns instead of everybody running around with the MP5 and the ridiculous Uzi and the Commando, whatever. But overall, the game kind of feels like a snooze fest still. I'm still getting that snooze fest vibe where, like, I don't know, the hit detection feels a bit better, but still very inconsistent. I don't know, it feels more Treyarch in the beta than it did in the alpha, but it still feels like something's missing. Something went wrong in the middle, and we all know what that is. You know, Sledgehammer started, they got fired, Treyarch took over, pandemic hit. You can feel that in this game. You can definitely still feel that in this game. As of right now, if it doesn't feel better to play over the weekend, I'm probably going to cancel my pre-order because you can, if you pre-ordered it on PlayStation, I read the fine print. Apparently, you can cancel 2 weeks out from the actual game coming out as long as you don't actually start or play the downloaded game. You're okay to cancel the pre-order. That's probably going to be going to Cyberpunk at this point because I don't see myself playing this over Cyberpunk. Down the road at a discount, maybe this game will be worth, but as of right now, I'm not feeling this beta at all. Like, it's very goofy. They've done some weird things too. Like, there's a perk called Assassin where enemy players that are on a kill streak are highlighted on your mini-map and you get bonus score for killing them. So basically, they took bounties from Warzone and they put it in multiplayer to punish good players that are on kill streaks. Really, really stupid. I don't know why we're punishing good players by permanently pinging them on the radar. Now, I don't know if Ghost hides you from Assassin. It looks like Ghost is going to have to be like a must-have perk because I'm hearing that the UAV is directional in this game. It's almost like a VSAT, which is interesting. So, I don't know. Like, right there, I can't see anybody that sits in a building when I'm outside. I don't know. I played on Miami for a little bit. People are a lot easier to see on Miami, but unfortunately Miami still plays like shit. I don't know, guys. Like, I'm really, my opinion hasn't been completely made on this game, but so far, like, they made a huge quantity of changes from the alpha to the beta, but the core game, I'm afraid, still feels mostly the same. It feels a bit better, a bit smoother, maybe, but it still doesn't feel great. I have to try playing it with friends, but honestly, a good Call of Duty is always fun whether you're by yourself or with a friend. But I don't know, like, jump shotting is still nuts. They nerfed drop shotting, which is cool, but jump shotting is still crazy. The aim assist still feels really weird. Like, it feels like you have lock on at a distance, but it goes to shit up close. Like, my same complaints from the alpha haven't changed too much. I only got quickscoped once, so I guess there's something there. The field of view slider does make the game easier to see, which is a huge help, and it's probably the biggest improvement to the beta over the alpha. But everything else, everything still plays the same. People are still camping their ass off because the maps all have power positions. Cartel map is promising. If it would be so much more fun if it was easier to see people. But as far as like overall flow goes, Cartel definitely plays better than like Moscow, Miami, and Satellite. Satellite, same issue. People are hard to see when they're camping in like the kind of cave overlooks. The center plane that's on B flag is very campy on Satellite. So overall, my early impressions are it's exactly what I expected. The beta is more or less the same exact thing as the alpha. So if you liked the alpha, you'll like this. If you didn't like it, you probably won't enjoy this too much. I'm reserving final opinion, and I definitely want to sink more time into it when I have a lot more stuff unlocked and when I'm playing with the general public. When the open beta goes live, I feel like that'll be a greater determination of how thick the skill-based matchmaking is, and also just in general how the game plays when you have more stuff unlocked, more perks and all that stuff. But overall, I mean, this game's not looking too great at all. I don't see, there's like a lot of games coming out next month. You got the PS5 coming out next month, which I'm probably going to hold off on. This game has a lot of competition, and honestly, I think Warzone might be this game's own worst enemy. I still feel like there's more hype and more fun around Warzone. Yeah, Infinity Ward's kind of dropping the ball on patching a lot of things. I feel like just now today they nerfed the overpowered Val wallbanging and the overpowered sniper rifle that was kind of ruining multiplayer in Warzone together. So that's good, but honestly, I feel like Warzone is a much more hype game to play than this. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think so far. Check out the beta, and if you enjoyed, like and sub for more. MCKOOKIE out.